afternoon. We want to get right to that breaking news in regards to Mayor Eric Adams' historic indictment. He made his first court appearance today, pleaded not guilty following his 5-count indictment in front of the jury. Now we want to get right to News 12's Heather Fordham, who's been updating us all afternoon long. Now, Heather, we did hear the attorney speak out after the adjournment. What can you tell us?
Yes, Saida, Mayor Eric Adams left the courthouse with his attorney after entering a not guilty plea. He maintains his innocence on these charges, and these charges are fraud, bribery, conspiracy, and that he solicited campaign donations from foreign nationals in exchange for favors. Now, his attorney maintains Mayor Eric Adams' innocence. Mayor Adams said to the judge inside that courtroom, "Your Honor, I am not guilty." He does not plan on stepping down despite the mass calls for him to do so. He says he will continue to lead the city like he has been doing throughout the entire time of this investigation that started back in November. Now, just yesterday, that 57-page indictment came down, and it detailed the extent of nearly 10-year-long of investigation dating back to when the mayor was Brooklyn Borough President. It included alleged luxury flights and hotel stays that the mayor took in exchange for favors for Turkish nationals right here in New York City. Now, Mayor Eric Adams will be coming back to court next week. His mayor does plan to file a motion for dismissal. But right now I want to get to News 12 reporter Ellie Morillo. She was inside the courtroom when the arraignment was happening. Ellie, what was the mood like inside there today?
Yeah, Heather, well, look, I was sitting in just one of the 3 rows where journalists were able to witness Mayor Eric Adams sit before Judge Catherine Parker. And on all 5 counts, like you mentioned, he pled not guilty. He's scheduled, again, like you just mentioned, to resume back a court appearance on Wednesday, October 2nd, where his lawyer, Alex Spiro, is set to file a motion to dismiss. Now, I just really want to bring your attention to just a very key moment within that arraignment today, where Judge Parker did say, you know, Mayor Eric Adams, would you like me to read the indictment out loud? Mayor Eric Adams said he waived that. He did not want the indictment read out loud in the courtroom. Just a real historic day here. New York City Mayor Eric Adams is the first sitting mayor to face criminal, charges like this. So just a historic moment inside that courtroom today. You could hear a pen drop from the silence. But like I mentioned, the mayor looks calm and collective. And just to kind of reiterate what I've been saying here, when the judge said, "How do you plea?" on all 5 counts, Mayor Eric Adams said it clearly, calm and collective. He said, "Judge, I am not guilty." So just a lot of emotions spiraling after, Heather, like you just mentioned, that 57-page indictment rolled out yesterday. Just a lot to unpack and unfold as this continues on to next week, because like we just mentioned, Mayor Eric Adams is scheduled to again appear before Judge Ho on October 2nd, where his lawyer is set to file a motion to dismiss. So you want to stick with us here on 12 for the very latest. That's the latest here in Manhattan. Ellie Morillo, News 12.
All right, Ellie and Heather, thank you so much for those updates. And like they mentioned there, the mood inside of the courtroom, pin drop silence. And again, she mentioned Ellie there outside of the courtroom. She was inside. She saw that Mayor Eric Adams was incredibly calm in his demeanor there as this historic news comes out. And we saw the attorney talking outside at the adjournment at 12:28. Now he's pleading not guilty on all 5 counts there. Again, people did not see him say anything as he was stepping inside of the courtroom this morning in Manhattan. That was around 9 a.m. He just waved at the cameras, did not say a word to the press. But inside, like Eli Murillo mentioned, he was incredibly calm and he pleads not guilty, saying that he is in fact innocent. We also saw his attorney Spiro speaking outside when the adjournment happened at 12:28. Lots of folks out there in the courtroom, as this is a historic moment in New York City politics and New York City in general. The first time a mayor getting indicted on 5 counts. Now we have team covering all angles of this story, so we're going to keep you updated as this history is unfolding.